right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back again to West Coast Pop. It's your boy, the Final Boss, bringing you another tier list. This time we have our favorite video game protagonist. This is a video game protagonist out of through all history. We all picked a few, put it together. Now we're gonna rank them. I'm joined by the usual suspects again. The Infinity Champion, Eric. How you doing?
Doing A-okay, man. Thanks for asking.
Yes, and we're gonna get into this. And of course, Zach, the main man. How you doing today, man?
I'm good.
All right. Oh, man. So, of course, this is West Coast Pop. We do wrestling, pop culture, video games, movies, all that good stuff. So let's get into this video game run right now. The first one on the list, we have Arthur Morgan. Red Dead Redemption 2. Eric, where does this guy go?
I'm going to try my hardest to convince you guys by the end of this that he should be the S-Class pick.
I haven't played this yet, so please be spoiler free.
I promise you I will. I 100%. But from start to finish, even more than John Marston, all Arthur Morgan is looking for is redemption. Even though you shape him, you shape the world around him, you can't help but identify with him. You can't help but feel bad for him. He knows that his journey in some way, shape, or form is coming to an end. His way of life is coming to an end, and he is powerless to change it. And it is the harshest thing. I started the game sad that we weren't playing as John Marston, and now all I want is to play as Arthur Morgan.
Damn. Okay. That's convincing. He's gonna be in S-Class for now. Eric's the only one who did play this game, but we're gonna keep him there for now. Whew. Another very, very talented rock star video game, GTA. We have Nico Bellic, GTA 4. He had a funny accent. I enjoyed GTA 4. It's what it gets mixed up a little bit. People say they love it, people say they hate it. Yeah. I think he's a B-level character. Eric, where would you put him?
I'll say B+. I'll agree with you. I came into this thinking A, but I'll agree with you. I do like his story of trying to come to America and change, but
yeah. Zach, did you play GTA 4?
I did. I didn't finish it, but I still have it. But yeah, coming to America to change his clothes. That was the funnest part about Nico, was putting him in goofy ass outfits.
Oh man, I remember you go to the comedy clubs, Cat Williams.
Cousin, let's go bowling.
Pick you up for a date. Yeah, a B is fine for him.
Yeah. Oh man, that's Nico Bellic right there. And Super Smash, we have Little Back. Zach, tell us.
Oh yeah, let's go back a second.
That's his side hustle, man.
That's all I know him from.
From Mike Tyson's motherfucking Punch Out, we have Little Mac.
Put some respect on my name. Drill y'all. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
This guy he faced Glass Joe, he faced King Hippo, he faced everybody. Oh my god, he was so fun to play as. He was just kind of, you see the back of him and you're just bobbing and weaving and popping with him. The man fought Mike Tyson and didn't hug him in the end. You got the Super Nintendo version up there. That's a good one too, Super Punch Out. I give him an A. I don't know, I grew up with him, but I give him an A.
Nice. Where you put him, Eric?
I'll agree with Zach. I'll give him an A. But shout out to Mike Tyson for having somebody called Mike Tyson was like, "Hey, yo, we'll give you your own video game where you're the final boss, you're the villain." That's just props. You don't want to be the hero, you want to be the villain. Cool.
I dig it, man. He was the monster, Iron Mike back in the day. I'll take my vote out of this one for just messing up on that. But I'll put my vote in for this guy, Dante. People love this guy, man. Great gameplay. He might have his game might have made the S-Class S rank popular. So shout out to Dante, the original Dante, not that remake, the black hair, whatever nonsense they were doing there. Yeah. Where would you put him, Eric?
I'm gonna say A, but I know he's a very cool character. I just don't play his games that much. Looking at him, I can tell he's cool, and the little bit I've played, he's a very cool guy. But I just don't play him enough to put him in S rank.
I think DMC 3 might be one of the, or 2 or 3 might be one of the best ones. I really enjoyed those. Zach, where would you put him?
1 was a lot of fun, very quick game. 2, We have 2 discs to put in for a video game. There's 1 disc too many. If it was off the first game, I give him an A, but the second game really ruined him. The third game was I'll say high B.
High B.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. I can put him in B class right there.
I think that.
Oh man! And now we have Sweet Tooth, Too Sweet from Twisted Metal. Zach, tell us about Sweet Tooth and why is Twisted Metal Black the best one?
It is the best one, not just because of the Rolling Stone song in there, but just because it was so fun. It had a story for everyone. It had so many different endings. It's a lot of fun, and it is the reason I'm going to put Sweet Tooth in C.
Ooh,
because Twisted Metal Black did such a good job at building a story and actually making it so easy for Hollywood to do a movie that they didn't, but that it showed that Sweet Tooth wasn't. He was like the hook, but he wasn't the main meal. Like you could do anything with this world.
yeah. A very Joker origin story reminiscent a little bit. But I dig Sweet Tooth, but the game's not about the characters for me. Like, they're cool, but it's more about what they're doing with the story and, like, the gameplay.
Yeah.
Eric, did you play Twisted Metal?
No. I was a cool kid. I had an Xbox.
Oh, man. Here we go. If you're going to keep up with these video game tier lists, guys, we're going to be bring out some more games, and we're going to be arguing about Xbox, PlayStation, man. So let us know what side you're on. Just keep it cool, though. Keep it cool. It's all about gaming.
See, it's very windy in Florida, so you need a paperweight to
My Xbox is collecting dust, man.
Yeah.
Dust collector right now. Next one on the list, back on the PlayStation side, Ratchet and Clank. I put them both because you can't have one without the other. The new game is coming out this week. We might stream it, check it out for sure. But Ratchet and Clank, man, I think they're a solid B-level character. I didn't play too many of the older games. I played a new remake and a few of the newer games on the PS3. They're solid games. Zach, do you have any familiar Ratchet and Clank?
I haven't played them.
Erica, I know you didn't play it, so these where they're gonna stay.
It's all you.
I know everyone played this one. This is probably the most famous character of all time. We have
Super Smash Brothers.
From Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games.
Oh man! Put an M on your head. You're Luigi brother now. That is Mario. What is the Mario Sonic?
Mario Tennis.
Yeah, they gotta kill me for that one, man. Be easy. I'm the final boss, okay? Where does Mario go here?
He's got to go S class. He has to.
Yeah.
Just the amount of games. I mean, I still play Dr. Mario all the time. Like, everything that he was attached to. I know that's Tetris was open for anyone to use, so Nintendo just wanted their own version. But they use Mario very well, and that's right when you think of Nintendo, you think of Mario.
You do.
Yep.
I mean, he's carried that Nintendo on his back. The flag has been there.
Yeah.
All these games and spin-offs, man. So you got to put him there as a character.
Mario Kart. That's all I said.
Yeah.
Yes, Mario Kart, man.
At least once a month, I research how I can get us to play Mario Party for the channel. So someday it's gonna happen.
Man, Nintendo has that on lock, man. We all got to buy Switches if we're gonna do that. Next one on the list, we have Samus, Metroid Prime. Please bring this game back. Nintendo, what are you doing? Come on now. Zach, where do you put Samus?
I'm going to put her as an A. She was like second or third for Nintendo in like the marketing and stuff like that when I first started out. I love the first game. The fact that she was a woman being like the big like moment at the end, it was cool, but it's also like actually I shouldn't say it's like archaic to do, because this is kind of in the infantry consoles before this were just like pixels, like blocks.
Right.
So the fact that they just went out right away and made one of their main franchise stars here a woman, I thought is actually really cool. Yeah.
A very big moment, man. Hell of a twist. There's some people to this day that don't know Samus is a woman. I don't know if they beat the game or not, but hey, read your games, folks.
They just typed in Justin Bateman in the code and
yeah.
Oh man, yeah. People use codes. Zach used the code on NBA Jam to beat me, but that's not the point. Eric, where do you put Samus?
10 codes.
I'll agree with Zach. I think it works. Cool character, cool design, cool world.
Yeah, for sure. Love these games. I just wish they'd bring them back.
Yeah.
Maybe E3 around the corner. And of course, we now. What you about to say?
Nothing.
Well, someone's talking to me into my ear, but get out my ear, Vince. Next one on the list, we have Commander Shepard. I put both guy and girl. This one's all you, Eric. Take us away. He just did a Mass Effect stream, so check it out.
This one is so tough because the same reason I really like Arthur Morgan about how you can connect with a character. Shepard literally shapes the entire galaxy. You can. So like it's a video game rule that when you make a character, you usually don't show their face or you don't give them a name. Like first, you don't give them anything to identify by, so that you can put yourself into that character. Somehow, right? Somehow for Shepard, they broke that rule, and you could still entirely connect with this character, and he could still have 100% influence on the galaxy around him or her. I don't know, I think. In terms of character design, Shepard is one of the at least top 3 characters in gaming, period. So I'll vote S, but I don't know about keeping him or her there by the end.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's very difficult, because like you said, like with RPGs, like that, you're really breaking a rule there. So credit to them. BioWare, I believe they did. BioWare made this game.
Yeah.
I'm throwing it back to. Well, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, they learned from Knights of the Old Republic. You can make your own.
Oh, yeah.
So they
good call. Yeah, shout out to BioWare, man. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is on the channel. Full stream of the Mass Effect walkthrough by Eric, Infinity Champion. But back to the main man, Zach, for Mega Man. He's from Super Smash, right? No, I'm just kidding. Back in the Mega Man days, all those Mega Man games. Honestly, some of the more difficult games back in the day. Zach, where do you put Mega Man?
I'm gonna put him. I want to put him in A, but I think like purpose-wise, if you play a lot of his games like I did, he's kind of a B character because he serves no purpose. His whole purpose is to be like his creator who wants to destroy him,
Right.
Dr. Wily. So very fun games. Some of them get a little iffy towards the end of the NES run. They pick it back up with Mega Man X on Super Nintendo, and then those got a little dicey too. But yeah, a lot of fun. I'll say a B.
B. Where do you go, Eric?
I'll agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at Sweet Tooth, and I don't think he belongs in that C section. I'm putting B as well. But those games have fallen off, man. My goodness. They had like a spiritual successor, Mighty Number 9, that was supposed to be really good, but it wasn't what it was supposed to be.
No.
So hopefully they get together, man. Next one on the list, we have Donkey Kong from Super Smash and Mario Kart. Actually, honestly, Donkey Kong Racing is probably one of the better racing games, like as far as karting. But from his own game, Donkey Kong, where do you put that?
I'm gonna put him in A because he started out in his own game. Great game, Donkey Kong Jr. game. They had a math game even, but the fact that you have Donkey Kong Country that really rejuvenated him, brought him into the sphere that you want him into, the Smash Brothers games and a racing game. I think pretty highly of him.
Yeah. How do you feel about him, Eric?
I'll agree. I'll give him just at the cusp of A. Like Zach said, the fact that he did all of that, he rejuvenated. They brought this whole donkey world up is pretty cool. So I'm cool with A.
Nice. Donkey Kong Racing or Mario Kart?
Mario Kart.
It's an argument, believe me. But yeah, I'm fine with A. Donkey Kong representing Super Smash. Nintendo, stop making calculators and please make another Donkey Kong game. But back to you again, Zach, man. We have Carmen. Where do you put her?
Carmen Sandiego. I'm gonna put her in C. I really like the idea of the game. I do.
Okay.
I like the character a lot. I like the game show that was on PBS with Rockapella. That was a really fun show too. I can't talk. Anyway, when I got this game as a kid, guess what it came with? A big ass encyclopedia.
Oh.
So now I'm supposed to do homework and read while I'm playing a video game.
Man.
I'm out.
He's out. What do you think, Eric?
So it's sad is that I would actually be excited by that game. You just like being told I have to research my game.
Oh man, no wonder you like Yakuza. All that reading.
I'll give her a high C for the fact that from literally grade 2 to present day, I have heard of Carmen Sandiego like more times than I think I've heard of other video game. Like for some reason, she keeps coming back. Someone's like, this character cannot die. We need to keep rejuvenating her.
It's a good character. It's just the game. Eric, I'll send you my 8-bit Nintendo game, and you can have all the fun you want with Encyclopedia Britannica.
Oh man, I think she's on Netflix right now too. Honestly,
she is.
That's the picture you got right there.
And she take it over. Okay. Yeah, I'll agree with you guys. Put her in C class for now. Back to Nintendo. We're keeping it up with Link. Some people still call him Zelda, but that is Link, folks. From Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. You can play Legend of Zelda, all those games. Wind Waker, Breath of the Wild, ton of games. He might be in S class. I don't know if I'd put him there, but I know universally I might put him in A though. Where do you put him, Eric?
Okay, so that's the question. Is he allowed to be S class when people don't know his name?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
And they tell you in the second game too, which wasn't that fun. But yeah, it's a very good argument.
I think A. I think A is fine because even if we put him in S class, I think we'll vote him back down eventually. So let's just skip that and put him in A.
Yeah, honestly, I'm sorry. After you mentioned that, I might want to drop down to B. I like my boy Ratchet better than him, to be honest.
Hey, you can have fun with the comment section, man.
Yeah,
come at me, bro. Ratchet is better than Link. Let me know what you think. Oh, man.
They had a cereal. It was delicious.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I used to get it as a kid. It was
shout
a
out to
dual
Ocarina of
box.
Time. Yeah.
It was a
Really?
dual box with Super Mario Brothers and Link.
Okay.
See, Link can't carry it by himself. He has to move to Super Mario Bros.
I just told him Luigi can't carry it by himself.
Oh gosh, Luigi. Next one on the list is a man who did not age well. The pixels are here, man. Eric, where does my boy CJ go?
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
Oh no.
All you had to do was follow the train, CJ. Oh man. I think so San Andreas is such a great game. I love going back to that game. There's still a very big following for that game, like who played online multiplayer, live out.
Yeah.
But CJ is a character. I think I'm gonna put him in B. He's a cool character. For his time, he was great, but we've evolved since then.
Oh shit, here we go again. San Andreas was a classic. I don't think Rockstar, they don't even want to make a new game. They just built GTA 5. But if they were ever to remake a GTA, I think it would be San Andreas. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Zach, what do you about CJ?
I didn't play this one because I didn't like Vice City. I'll take it in the comment section for that one, but a lot of very annoying things in Vice City, and the fact that you're a boss and you're running fucking errands, it just turned me off from the franchise for a bit.
Yeah.
I get you. Honestly, looking at this, I think I might like CJ better than Nico Bellic, to be honest. Might have to drop Nico down.
Oh, man. I see. That's why I put them on there. I
don't know if you can have both at the same tier. I don't know if it rocks.
Okay, so let's look at the story of CJ then. So his story is he comes back home to avenge his mom's death.
Yeah. Some heavy shit there.
But then we have Nico trying to make it in America.
CJ's still trying to make it too, though. So.
That's true.
That's a good point.
I don't know. I haven't heard CJ be mentioned in any other games, but you play GTA 5, they're still talking about Nico.
Oh, man. Because I guess.
I don't know.
We'll table this one for now. Let us know in the comments what you think, but we'll table this one for now. We'll see what we get back to later on. First fighting game character representing a fighting game, Super Smash Bros. That's Street Fighter. I love this game. Shoryuken, but this is Chun-Li. Zach, where do you put Chun-Li?
I'm gonna put her as. It's tough. I'll hear what you guys want to say first, but it's just weird because she's one of my favorite playable characters in a fighting game.
Okay.
But the thing is, when I was thinking about picking Chun-Li, I was just like Ken, Ryu, Blanca, and Bison. So it is more of like a team game.
Yeah.
So I
Didn't they make a movie about her? I mean, I'm not really plugging that movie. But Eric, what do you think, bro?
I'd probably put her in B.
B?
It'd be a high B, like a B plus. I
Okay.
think she's a great character, great supporting character, great playable character. But
Yeah.
I don't think there's my top Street Fighter person.
Yeah, I don't think I have her there either. I mean, I'd mop the floor both of you as her, but I think B for now is quite fine. Yeah, Chun-Li, shout out to Street Fighter, man. Want to see another one. Street Fighter 5 was a little off, man. They kind of botched that one. But Capcom's at E3. We'll see what happens. So I just wanted to use Zach. Where is my boy going right here?
Earthworm Jim. I'm gonna put him just because based on the other characters we have, he is a C character. He only had a very limited run too, but a very fun run. 2 games I did play around the Super NES. If you can get a hold of them, or you got some kind of emulator or something, they're very fun side-scrolling games where you shoot. It's a very creative thing. So, but again, compared to a lot of these other people, he's a C.
Yeah, and of course, like Zach said, he's a fan of the game, but we gotta, compare it to everyone else in the tier list. That's how we rank it. Eric, did you touch this game at all?
I've only seen clips, so I don't have the experience that Zach has, so I'll trust him.
All right, so we're trusting Zach on this one. We're putting him next to Carmen and Sweet Tooth. That's a hell of a cast right there. I'll keep it with Zach for this next one. We got Qbert next up on the list. Where's he going?
All right. Qbert.
Here we go.
Get the PlayStation game too. So Qbert, I played in arcades by putting coins into a big giant machine. I also have the Atari game. One of the most frustrating games I've ever played in my life. Let me see if you have the other one up there. I don't think you do, but that's fine. I'll talk about it later. I want to put him in a D. He's classic. What a frustrating game.
Oh man. Okay. So if you had a controller back then, you would have smashed it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, that's where Qbert is going, right in the D class right there. Sorry, buddy. I'll throw it to you, Eric, for my boy. From the final boss to the big boss, Silent Snake. Where's he going?
Oh God, this character is so complicated. I
Very.
don't understand anything about the mythology of the Metal Gear series, but I can appreciate that Solid Snake is a professional. He seems to be the best at what he does in his world, even if I don't understand what that is.
Nope.
But I think B, maybe I can be talking to an A, but I'm going to say a B.
Okay. I'm more on the CB borderline there.
You know what?
He's cool.
Yeah.
Cool character, but I might drop him down to C. I know I get some heat for that. He's a PlayStation, or was a PlayStation guy. They switched coats, but it's just, I don't believe anyone who's telling you to know what's going on in the story. There's a few of these Japanese games that you don't know what's going on, but they're fun. They're kind of cool. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna go with it. You got me. Zach, what do you think about Solid Snake?
I'm fine with that. These games got very convoluted. My favorite one is Part 2 on the PlayStation 2.
Nice.
5 was okay. I got out of 5 pretty quick. I don't know, man.
5 is a story in its own right.
It is.
Yeah. I'm fine with that just because I wanted this character to be more with the games, but I don't think they hit the right notes going forward.
You didn't like traveling in a desert under a box?
Was 2 the one with Mantis where you had to unplug your controller to stop him?
I was like, what is this?
And it had
that
the
was-
easiest sword fight to end the game. Went around like a couple times, you dodged once, and then you stab him instead.
This dude Hideo Kojima, man. Dude, what did he be thinking, man?
Oh my God.
Oh man, must have been smoking something good for that.
I know.
Another recognizable character. We got Sonic. Sonic of Team Sonic Racing, all the Sonic games back in the day. He's been struggling these past few years, though. To be honest, he has a movie, but where do you put him, Zach?
I want to say a C on I'll Catch Heat for this, but I mean, it's a one-trick pony. 1 and 2 were fun for me, and then after that, it's like, I need something else.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me. It's cool if you're new to it. Oh, let's play it for a little bit. But as a character, he doesn't really do much for me. I like him, but he might be a D for me. Where do you go, Eric?
You're both very generous. I was gonna give him an F.
Oh,
I was Sonic Unleashed. They turned him into a flipping werewolf. With
Oh
like
my gosh.
they don't understand. I don't understand. Sonic should be bigger. Like he is the Braun Strowman of video games, a character who
yes.
who was organically over, but they don't know how to use him.
Yeah.
So I'll agree with D, but he should be a lot better.
Yeah, he's fallen from grace for a while now. Him and that Sega brand, it's not. They've been struggling, to say the least. But again, back to the same universe of Rockstar. We're hitting the next character, the first character. Eric, where do you put my guy?
I'll put him. If Red Dead Redemption 2 never came out, he would be S class, but I will put him in A. Even Red Dead Redemption 2 even kind of soured me on him a little bit. I didn't really like him that much in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
But when he first comes out, he's just trying to do right by his family, trying to get that normal life, live the American dream. I appreciate his story, and he's a damn cool character. So A.
I have no arguments there. Really solid game. A class for me. Crazy beginnings. Zach, what do you think?
Oh, I agree. It's a lot of what makes you attached to him is playing the game and just kind of riding around and doing stuff. It's the fun of the game and the side characters that I think I just want to play 2 now because I just want to see what Eric's talking about because I love the character, but I mean, like, once you start adding me to the character like that, then that's something special.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly why he kind of goes down, because you're not playing as him, so you don't get to see those interactions.
Yeah. Great game, great first game. Some of those side missions, man, they really got you to do some crazy stuff. But throwing it to Eric one more time, man. We have is he the best lawyer in video game history?
The best lawyer. The reason I almost became a lawyer, Phoenix Wright, the man who made the point and shout objection popular. He is
Yes, sir.
an absolutely fun character. I recommend checking out the series if you've never played it. I will also say I think they have one of the best soundtracks in gaming history, period.
Okay.
But Phoenix Wright himself, I'm biased because I would put him in S class because he's my favorite, but I will realistically put him in B class.
B. Okay. That point sends people. It does wonders.
That's literally. Have you ever seen what's that fighting game called? Capcom vs Marvel. I think the third one.
Marvel's Capcom. Yeah.
That's like his finishing move is literally like. It's fucking hilarious doing like Dr. Doom. Like he pulls him into a courtroom, pulls out all this evidence. It's like, you're the killer. This is why. It's like you're guilty, and then they just fucking blow up.
It's stuff like that, man. That's perfect. I think that's so fun. I might check this out.
It's a fun game.
Now with this Japanese game, does the story make sense? Do you understand the story?
Oh, it's fucking all over the place. It's like 1 second it's like cartoony comedy, and the next second fucking violent Macbeth level gore. It's ridiculous. It's a weird game. It's a fun game. I highly recommend. But
Okay.
You check it out.
As we're moving on to this tier list, man, I just realized we actually finally just got to our first Xbox character. We went through all the PlayStation and Nintendo. You can tell who made this list, but Master Chief, Eric, Xbox guy, where's he going?
oh, S class, and not even just for the games. Like one of the reasons I still love Star Wars is because they have like an outside lore, outside the movies and stuff, expanded universe. Halo has a very good one. Like the movies, the books, learning about John, aka Master Chief, as he's growing up, everything about him. S class. Zach is already asleep.
Zach, where does Master Chief go?
The trash. Next. Boring ass game.
Man. Oh, man, I don't know if I can go that far. So Zach with F, Eric with S class. I thoroughly enjoyed these games. My brother loves the lore. I'm not too much into that lore, but he did read the books and stuff. So they put effort into making his character more than it would, just the games. I give him credit for that. I'll put him in A. I'll be fair. I'll put him in A. But as a character, I don't think he's that good as a character. But he's just cheap. More is less, or less is more. I should say. With him, like, he doesn't not about the talking, but he's a good guy. He's very recognizable. First Resident Evil character we got here. I put this guy on this list. I put him over Chris Redfield because I think his games are better. I think his stories are better, and they're the true Resident Evil games. That is Leon S. Kennedy. he just shows up to Raccoon City. He just wants to start as a cop. That's all he wants to do. Just start his first day, and then all this shit happens. Leon S. Kennedy for me is an A. Great character, and great games he's in. He's carried that franchise for a long time. Eric, I don't even want to ask you about this because you played the worst possible game to play in the Resident Evil franchise. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to you, Zach. Where do you put Leon S. Kennedy?
Which one was he in?
He was in Resident Evil 2.
That's right.
Obviously the side missions, the side ones, and then 6, but I don't think he would have played that nasty.
And the best one, Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I'm fine with A. 2 is one of my favorites on the whole console.
Yeah, 2 is probably up there with the best one. It's him and then Claire Redfield, back-to-back stories to play as either or. Highly recommend, Eric. And just get that horrible taste out of what was that game even called? Operation Raccoon City.
Raccoon City. Yep. Where he's in it. He's in it. You can kill him.
It's not his fault. He couldn't carry that. But
like when Jamie Lee Curtis was in Resurrection, just so they could kill her character off, so she didn't have to be in any more of that shit.
That's the thing. So Operation Raccoon City, it pretty much is Resident Evil 2, but they changed the ending or something like that. And it's just a poorly run game. Eric, were you about to say real quick before you
I was gonna say, just so everyone can be clear, Zach chose this pretty boy cop over Master Chief. So,
man, he gets down and dirty with those zombies. Come on down.
That's right. He has personality.
This one's another pick of mine, another PlayStation guy. Obviously, you can tell which side I'm on, but that's Sly Cooper. He's been getting a lot of disrespect. I feel like lately people have forgotten how underrated this character is. Sly Cooper is the best thief in all of gaming history. But as a character, he has charisma. I'll put him he's probably the most charismatic character on this list. I'll go B. Have you guys played the Sly Cooper games at all?
No.
I've never heard of Sly Cooper.
Oh man, the disrespect.
I need to look this up.
I've heard of the games. I just never got around playing.
I gotta keep him B, especially if Nico Bellic is there. But Sly Cooper can be a B for sure.
Oh.
We'll go back to Eric's realm of expertise with the Gears of War franchise. Where does Marcus Phoenix go?
Oh man, Marcus Phoenix, personification of muscle, meat, protein, gore. This guy, you need him to do anything, he'll do it with a Lancer. I am willing to put him, including his Gears, even Gears of War 5 didn't like the newer games didn't bring him down for me, which is pretty cool. Usually, when the character's been out, drawn out, they start to go down, but he's still up there. I'll say A.
Yeah, I mean, like Eric said, he'll do anything you want with a Lancer, unless you're playing multiplayer and it's all shotguns. But Zach, where do you put Marcus Phoenix?
Look, it's part of the paperweight system, but I really actually do like the Gears of War games, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah, man, it's just like it's a bro shooter, but they hit some touchy-feely moments sometimes. Yeah. So do we all agree you said B or A?
A. When Batista plays him, there'll be S-Class.
Yes.
Yeah, Batista will do him so much justice, man. I can't wait for that.
What a smart man. You turned down a Fast and Furious movie so you can just pitch a meeting to a studio to play him.
Yeah. You can tell he's in it for the right reasons, man. Yep. Not just because obviously Fast and Furious would be big money, but that's another video for another story. Fast and Furious is the best movies going. But Lara Croft, anything but S-Class. I mean, Lara Croft is one of the best video game characters ever. From her original days to now remake, she's an icon. She's a legend. The movies, video games, she's everywhere. Lara Croft is S-Class. She might stay there. We'll see. Zach, where do you put her?
I put her up there too. Just a great character.
Yeah. Eric, did you touch any Tomb Raider games?
I watched the older ones and I touched the remakes. I like her. Yeah. I think her character. S-Class works.
Yeah. A lot of good stuff. Even though I think
for one, I think Knock is the one who's out.
Great. Third one, I don't know where they went. I don't know what they were thinking. If the funding was wrong, who wrote it? It was probably the worst game I've ever seen.
I feel the same, man. I feel exactly the same with everything you just said.
Oh, man.
I don't know what they were thinking. And I played it for free, too, and I couldn't stop. I couldn't keep playing. But another Japanese, this is a JRPG right here. We have Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and, of course, Super Smash Bros. You got to have it in there. Now, Eric, I know you didn't finish Final Fantasy VII yet, but what could you say about Cloud?
He's a cool customer. That is literally the only thing I know about him is that he's like a cool guy. I mean, I'm getting some flashbacks and stuff in his story, but I guess I don't know enough to say what his personality is besides that he's this cool silent type.
Yeah, the cool silent type. That's kind of what a lot of Final Fantasy characters are. You know, you got Lightning, who's very popular. But in this old game, you know, Tifa's very popular, Sephiroth. He's haunted by some flashbacks. He has a little bit of how do I say this? PTSD, but he doesn't remember stuff quite the way he thinks he remembers stuff. So there's a lot of that stuff going on. And he's probably, honestly, he might be the most famous character in the Final Fantasy series because they always change the games. But I think for me, I'll put him in the B. I don't know. I think some of the stuff he doesn't really age that well to now. It's kind of just like, oh yeah, just being a cool guy. But I like Zach, Final Fantasy, man. What do you think?
I have never played a Final Fantasy game, but when someone says Final Fantasy, the lead singer of the Goo Goo Dolls there is what I think of. So I'm fine with whatever you want to put him.
Oh man, yes. What do you call it? The eco-friendly? Yeah, I think B's good for him, but I do love those games. Final Fantasy 7 is my favorite one. This one's you, Eric. We have probably the most hated Assassin's Creed game ever, Assassin's Creed 3, Counter Kedway. Where do you put him?
So okay, so that's the thing. I don't get why people don't like him. So people say that he's boring, he's bland. I thought his struggle with dealing with both the British and the American side, neither of which had any interest in the Native American struggle, like seeing that he had to work with the lesser of two evils. I really enjoyed his story. I don't know. I think, but like after Ezio, he was my favorite assassin. So I will put him in B.
Okay. Zach, do you have a vote for this one?
I'm an Ezio guy, and I didn't play this game. I don't know. It didn't really appeal to me when I saw it when it came out. So wherever you guys want to put him.
I hate to do it to you, but I might drop it down. I'll drop down to C. Like you convinced me. I was gonna put him in D, but I'll drop down to C. I think I don't know if you played Black Flag, but I really enjoyed that character in that game. I think for me, I know people said he was boring and stuff, but I don't know if he was actually boring. Like, he had a good story, like you just said. I think people just didn't like the game. I think people just hated the gameplay of it, which some of them, I guess, Assassin's mechanic that they had at the time, coming over for 2 didn't really work in that new setting. Maybe that's what it is. I don't think it's that bad. I think people kind of exaggerate that. So we'll put him in C. But the S-Class pick right here. I told these guys before we didn't record, I don't know who's going to be S-Class, but I'm looking at it right now, man. The God of War, Kratos. So, honestly, I don't know if I keep it S-Class, only because of this reason. Throughout his entire series, he was kind of a one-dimensional character. He was kind of a terrible character for the entire series. And then all of a sudden, in this new God of War, he was like the perfect character. So, for that, I will put him S-Class, but I'm going to drop him down to A. But he could be S-Class. He's amazing. You guys got to vote here. Where would you put him?
I haven't played the new one yet, so I've only played 1, 2, and 3. I love playing as him, but like you said, I mean, he is what he is as a character. But he's just such a fun character to play, and his games, they only got better on 1, 2, and 3. So I'm excited to play for 4.
Yeah, it's great because they finally give him a good story. So, and like a good character building, not just one dimension. I'm angry.
That's pretty convenient that your pick goes to the top of A-Class there.
Is that what happened? Oh man, that's what happened to you, the final boss. You're in control of the game. When you play with your little brother, you give him the control. It's not connected. Next on this list, we have. I'm biased here. My favorite game series of all time. Another PlayStation game here. I know. But this is Nathan Drake. Quippy, funny, great. Nolan North plays him. Please, Tom Holland, don't butcher my band. I'll be so devastated. But I'm putting him in S-Class. Zach, where do you put him?
S-Class, one of my favorite series of all time too.
Eric, you just get into these games. How do you feel about Nathan Drake so far?
I completely agree. Even before I played it, I loved him as a character. He's smart. He's funny. He's the action hero that the series needed.
Exactly. And if you casted him right in a movie, he'd be the perfect movie character.
Exactly.
Oh, killing me.
It writes itself.
I hope, since this one isn't, I don't know what this movie's going to be, but I hope they do a spin-off movie with Chloe and cast a good Chloe.
That's all I can hope for. Next one on this list, we have the best assassin by far, Ezio Auditore. It's supposed to be a one-off, but his story was so good they gave him a whole trilogy. I think I'm gonna put him in A. I don't know if he's quite S class. What do you think, Eric?
Oh yeah, A works for him.
Yeah.
Trilogy was great. They really set the bar with him. He was a great assassin. Even gave him a proper death, which I don't think any of the other assassins, like besides mentioning what happens, they actually did a movie about it. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. The first one is an amazing game, man. The story really sucks you in, and you really that's probably still the best game they've ever done. Assassin's Creed 2. They kind of milked it. Revelation was actually kind of a terrible game. Brotherhood was in the middle, but 2 was amazing. Ezio, great character, great story. Eric or Zach, what do you put Ezio?
I'm fine with that too, and I actually really enjoyed Brotherhood. But
yeah, Brotherhood was fine.
Yeah.
Revelations was trash.
Yeah. He's an A tier character.
Yeah. Shout out to Ezio Auditore, man. You said you liked the multiplayer?
I actually really did. I used to.
I did too. I did too.
I was on that a lot.
I kind of miss it actually nowadays. It was different. That's part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
The second Resident Evil character got on here is Jill Valentine. I put her instead of Claire because Jill carries the whole game by herself. She's the Resident Evil 3 star, took on Nemesis, has all these great moments. Resident Evil 3 remake. Hopefully we'll see her again in new Resident Evils, but Jill Valentine, she was in 5, but she was kind of like mind control, so that wasn't really her. I think she's a solid, I'll put her just below Leon. I'll put her in a B class. You guys on the internet, man, take it easy. You guys have been going crazy with Resident Evil characters, man. Just take it easy. That's Jill Valentine. Zach, did you play Resident Evil 3?
Yeah, I did. I'm fine where you put her because it's not her fault with that game. That story just started getting a little bogged down.
It did. Yeah, especially coming off of Resident Evil 2 being so good. So like put together. Next one we got here. Damn, another PlayStation game. We have Jack and Dexter. I don't know how much of Jack and Dexter you guys played. I think he's a solid. I like the games. I love the games, but I think he's a solid C as far as the character. He's like kind of the funny guy. Jack, the entire first game doesn't even talk, so he has no dialogue, so I can't put him too high. But he's better than Sonic. Next one on this list, we have Ellie. Right now we're recording this tier list. Zach has not played The Last of Us 2, so I'm very curious to see what he'll say later on. Maybe we'll revisit, maybe we won't. But Ellie, where do you put her for now, Zach?
With just playing part 1, I'll say a B.
Okay.
But with what you said about part 2, I mean, you can put her wherever you want. I did like her in part 1, so I was glad that she got more in part 2.
Yeah, she's amazing in part 1. Eric, have you heard anything about Ellie?
So I've watched enough videos on and I spoiled myself on part 2 because I don't.
You did?
Yeah, I'm not die hard into it yet. So I wherever you put her, I think it's fine. She's a cool character. Her arc is pretty cool.
Okay. I'm torn here because all right, as a character, she's great. This is where it gets a little different out of video games because all these other characters, like, they don't really have as many dimensions. So in 2, there's so many different layers, and I kind of dislike her at points. I like her. I'm like, please, why are you doing this? Stop! Like, there's so much going on. For that reason, I think she has to be S class. There's so much conversation around her. Whether I don't feel like I like her as much as I did before, or I do, it's just there's so much going on.
So let me ask you, so she's not on this list, but you played the Telltale Walking Dead games, right?
Clementine, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So would you say Ellie's better than Clementine? Because
Yes.
whenever I think of like a little girl character growing from adolescence to adulthood, having to survive a harsh world, it's those two. So you would put her over.
I mean, they literally came out like similar times, like a year or 2 apart, and it was similar stories. But I put Ellie above. They went so deep with her. And I feel like with Clementine, they didn't get to properly do her story after a while. So I guess, with everything was going on with Telltale and stuff. So Ellie for sure is like, she's the top of the top. Yeah, and honestly, Zach, I can't wait to see your reaction to what happens in Last of Us 2. Especially if you haven't been spoiled by now. That's craziness. Final two on the list. Another fighting game character we have, Scorpion. Let's go ahead and put him in the F class. Let's go ahead and do that. Any rebuttals?
You
We're
Scorpion?
Sub-Zero gang over here.
Are you still fun to play?
Remember he was rooting for the wrong team and didn't watch along.
Yes, but check it out on the channel right now.
I mean, honestly,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I might just you could skip my vote for this one because I don't really have any connection with any of the Street Fighter characters. I just use them to
Street Fighter.
Mortal
I mean,
Kombat. Man.
Mortal Kombat.
And y'all
what the
came
fuck?
for me.
Oh my fucking. Okay, if you
Drake.
I don't have any attachment with any of the Mortal Kombat characters. They just beat each other up for me.
Zach, where do you put us, Scorpion? He's the flagship character for whatever reason. I think it should be Sub-Zero, but whatever.
I would put her. I'd put him up by Chun-Li,
Okay. Yes.
just for the same basis.
Yeah. Scorpion, get over here. Part B.
Yes.
Our Part B is flooded. Next character, another Naughty Dog game, another PlayStation game, but we have the final one, Crash Bandicoot. Where are you putting Crash?
This game was very hard for me to control, so I didn't really get into it. Like the running forward or towards the screen, it was very awkward for me. So I lasted about a level when I rented this game.
I really enjoyed them. Like, but they're kind of they're a little better than Sonic games, but they're kind of that same boat where like it just after a while you don't really like playing it. Like Mario Kart, you can just keep playing. It's that similar loop. This one, it's all right to me. It doesn't really appeal to me nowadays. Like I had the new Crash Bandicoots, and I don't really go back to them as much as I thought I would. When I played it in Uncharted, that was cool. But that's all I need from it. That's all I need from it. I don't need no more than that. As a character, nah, fuck this guy, man. I'll put him in D. I'll be honest.
He was supposed to be their Sonic
The mascot.
Mario.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know why you get a fucking coked out whatever that thing is as your
That's the
mascot.
90s, baby.
Do you remember the commercials he would do outside Nintendo?
Yep.
Yeah.
Freaking blowhorn, he punched the walls out and whatnot. Kool-Aid man.
Oh man.
Before we go any further, the one that I was going to talk about that pisses me off more than Qbert that wasn't on here is E.T. If you are my age, you know of E.T., the Atari game, one of the most frustrating pieces of shit ever made. There is a documentary made about that game because they made so many and they thought it was going to be so huge, and then they rushed it. They were bombarded with an excess of it and had to fill a landfill with it, the excess
Oh my
cartridges.
Yep.
I have a cartridge. That's what I was trying to fish out earlier. I do have a copy of this game. I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do in this game. It was the most poorly conceived video game I've ever played in my life.
Oh, man.
And that was going to be a free F right there.
There's an old G4 show called Code Monkeys. I did an episode on it, and it was fucking amazing. I recommend going back and just to quickly relearn the story of that game. It's fucking awful.
Gosh.
Worst game ever made, probably.
That's where they should have stopped doing the video game tie-ins to movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even want to go into it, but yeah, watch that thing that Eric said.
Okay.
There's a lot to it.
Well, I thought I had that one on this list. Tiermaker's been kind of messing with me, but if there's any other games, characters that you want to see, you want to do a part 2 of this, you guys want to see that in the comment section below, let us know. If there's anyone you really love that isn't here, let us know where you'd put them. Eric, any final words, any final characters you want to talk about? Xbox.
Let's see. Just every Xbox character that's not on this list should be S-Class. Every Xbox character.
Base hitting hard with that. Zach, any last things before we close this one out?
No, it's just like, I pick a lot of old ones just because that's what I grew up with, but just like the evolution of, you got The Last of Us 2, you got Red Dead 2, and just how they build characters and emotion nowadays. It's a nice journey from going from Pong to that.
Yeah. It's a good list here. It's very diverse. That's why I'm glad you listened to West Coast Pop's list. But you know what time it is of the video. If you've been watching the tier list, it's time to chop it down. Only one can stay in that S-Class rank. Whew, this is gonna be tough. I'll do my eliminations real quick. I'll take Ellie out of it because she's a little controversial and there's some stuff there. Can't wait for you to see it though. But I think for now I'm keeping Lara Croft and Nathan Drake for me.
I'm gonna take out Shepard, and I'm gonna take out the ones that you guys haven't played yet. So Shepard, that one can be S class or F depending on who plays it, because it's you.
Yeah.
And Morgan, even though I do think he might be the best character in Bentley history, I'll take him out because you guys haven't played it yet. I'll vote for Mario.
Okay, we have one vote for Mario. Zach, who's staying?
I could vote for any one of these. Man. So like the older Lara Croft Tomb Raider games are kind of tough to go back to.
Yeah.
Man, she did a lot though. She did a lot for a lot of different things, including just building the franchise. I gotta say Mario.
Vote for Mario too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is where the final boss comes in. Fuck that. We're putting Nathan Drake. Oh man, Mario on top of the list. Hate to see it, but that is the vote. That is the West Coast pop list. Video game characters, video game protagonists to be specific. That is our list. Let us know what you think. Let us know who you put on there, any changes you'd make. Hit us up in the comments, man. We got more videos coming, more E3 commentary, podcast every Sunday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out, y'all.